we have so much and such juiciness to talk about today, my friend. Kelly Clarkson, Chris Pratt, Zayn Malik, Tori Spelling, and more. But first, let me put my box up so that I have a better angle for you all. And remind you, I am the queen of all media, the gossip gangsta, the original influencer, and I stream live right here on YouTube every Monday through Friday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 4:30 Pacific. If you want to support, if you enjoy my videos and watch regularly, and if you can, please consider becoming a member. I don't get a ton of views on this video, but these videos, but I take it seriously and I work hard to be prepared and give you the best show possible. So I've just switched the members chat on. Every live stream is members only. So please become a member so you can chat live with me, ask me questions, guide the live in whatever direction you want to go in. And hey, KT, yay! Like the amazing KT, your support really, it helps beyond words. Like I can't even express it. So let's start off right away with some Chris Pratt, okay? Chris Pratt, you remember him from Guardians of the Galaxy and The Office. He's a big Jesus person, Adam. He's all about God and very spiritual. And he just did something that I think is very ungodly. For the second year in a row, Chris Pratt celebrated his wife, Katherine Schwarzenegger, in a Mother's Day post, and he did not mention the mother of his oldest child, actress Anna Faris. I think that's petty, vindictive, gross, MK, nasty, just unkind. Tom Brady, listen to this. Remember how Tom Brady left his ex-girlfriend, Bridget Moynihan, pregnant, dumped her like a hot potato for Giselle voices, and he still has the decency to also celebrate and mention Bridget Moynihan as well as Giselle when he does Mother's Day posts. Yes, it's complicated, but it's the right thing to do, I think. Anna Faris will always be the mother of Chris Pratt's oldest child. And his kid, I think it's even older than mine. Let me see how old Chris Pratt's son is. Okay, Chris Pratt's son, MK, is either 11 or 12 years old. Jack Pratt was born in 2012. So I don't even want to frame it that way. A good amount, that's very vague. A good amount of 11 or 12-year-olds, especially in Los Angeles, and even more so the children of celebrities, they have cell phones. They're aware of things going on. If I'm the kid, this is me, everybody's not like me, obviously, but if I'm the kid of a famous person, I'm putting mom or dad or both mom and dad on Google alerts. You know, like I want to see what people are saying about them every single day. And even if I'm not allowed to have social media, I'll have a burner account. If I have a phone, I'm going to have a burner account, and I'm keeping tabs on my parents and also just having a social media account. This kid, what if he sees this, KT? And what if he tells his dad, why didn't you include mom? I think that's lame. I think that's very lame. Do better, Chris Pratt. And that's a good segue to the Cyrus family. hillbilly trash. We have been discussing the ongoing saga between Miley Cyrus's younger sister and her mother. But a quick recap. Tish Cyrus got married a few months ago to Australian actor Dominic Purcell. Some of you might remember him from Prison Break. Well, it was very complicated in terms of family dynamics because according to multiple reports, Noah Cyrus, her daughter, first started dating this guy, Dominic Purcell. And that's where it gets fuzzy. We don't really know exactly what happened, but the most likely scenario is that things ended with Noah Cyrus, and then after things ended with Noah Cyrus, Tish swooped in, did not discuss things with her daughter, get her approval, consult, and then she herself started dating Dominic Purcell. There are so many men out there, Tish Cyrus. Or be without a man. You deserve love. I want that for you, but not at the sake of your children. Family first. I say this all the time, especially when I talk about the British royal family. They don't put family first. Anyways, no, KT. Tish Cyrus has not acknowledged it. And it became quite the to-do with Noah not going to the wedding and yada yada, and the family taking sides with one of the brothers also boycotting the wedding, and yeah. Anyways, after all this family drama, Noah Cyrus extended an olive branch over the weekend, voices. Noah Cyrus paid tribute to her mother for Mother's Day, posting a photo of her mother on her IG story. And then it so happens that Tish Cyrus's birthday is Monday, yesterday, the day after Mother's Day. And Noah Cyrus posted another photo of her mom with a cake celebrating her mother's birthday. She said, happy birthday, Mom. That's what she captioned it. Wow, how nice. Well, Tish Cyrus publicly ignored that public gesture from her daughter. Even though Tish Cyrus reposted a lot of people wishing her a happy birthday, she noticeably did not repost Noah Cyrus. Even if she wasn't tagged, Tish Cyrus is not that old. I would guess she's like 54. Let me see. Tish Cyrus is 57. All right, she's 57. That's still not that old, okay? Tish Cyrus knows or can ask somebody how to take a screen grab. Oh my God, wow. Noah posted a happy birthday to me. How do I share that? Because it was a public move. It was a strategic and public thing that Noah Cyrus did. Therefore, I believe that warrants a public response from Tish Cyrus. Am I right or am I right? I'm sorry to hear that, KT. It's time for Tish Cyrus to put on her big girl panties and act like the 57-year-old that she is and be a mom. Speaking of mothers, the moms of the now former Miss USA and Miss Teen USA, the ones who resigned, The moms didn't have to sign any NDAs, no confidentiality agreements for them. So they sat down for an interview with Good Morning America this morning, and they had a lot to say. The mothers of these two beauty queens claim that the Miss USA, Miss Universe pageant abused, bullied, and cornered their daughters, and also failed to protect them. The mother of the formerly reigning Miss USA claims that her daughter was at an event and this old guy came up to her and asked if she likes rich older men, and that she complained to the organization and was told that there was nothing that they could do about it. A couple of things. Haven't beauty pageants kind of always been like this? Didn't they know what they were signing up for? And yeah, I get it. If they want to be agents for change, that's awesome. And I celebrate that. And I think that that's great. But personally, if a rich older dude asked me if I like rich older men, I would have said, absolutely, sign me up. Where's my rich older dude? I want some. And actually, in all seriousness, I'm not joking here, okay? I don't believe it's inappropriate, rude, disrespectful, or harassing to ask, do you like rich older men? I think that's a direct question. And the answer is yes. You know, like saying, hey, do you want to have sex? That would have been wrong and inappropriate. Or saying, you look like the kind of girl who likes a rich older man. That's inappropriate. But straight up just asking, do you like rich older men? That's just direct and honest and an invitation. And you don't have to accept the invitation. I will. Universe, please. But maybe not too much. Well, listen, I mean, if he's older but still with it and fit, I either want a rich older man in his 40s or in his 80s, if you know what I mean. Oh my God, I'm such a dork. All right. Good on them, though, for being so scrupulous, Erna Betty. All right. I want to get my Anna Nicole Smith on. Yeah, I believe in all of that, Osfly girl, but I don't think it's a gross thing. Like, I don't know. Like, it could have just been the guy's way of flirting. Like, is flirting wrong? Is flirting inappropriate now? You know who needs a rich older man? I am on fire today. Tori Spelling needs a rich older man, especially now, because there's a development in the ongoing saga of Tori Spelling and her husband, Dean McDermott. They're still married and engaged in a very bitter divorce because Dean McDermott just filed for joint custody and spousal support. He wants money from Tori Spelling. The same dude who cheated on her repeatedly. And yes, if you were curious, there is no prenup. So she's screwed. If she's the higher earner, she's screwed. In her paperwork, she is requesting spousal support from him. And I bet you anything, the mother, Tori's mom, Candy Spelling, will find a way to help, but keep the money hidden and protected. So Tori Spelling could say, I don't have money. He's got more money than me. They'll find a way to finesse that. Hey, Ryan, all good. Or use money as leverage, meaning Tori and her mother, Candy, will be like, listen, I'll leave you off the hook financially, but I want custody. I don't want joint custody. I want custody. They've got 5 kids. And that's probably a deal he'll take. Because those rich people, they know how to hide money. And yes, MK, Tori is allegedly broke, but her mother is now taking care of her. Her mother never liked Dean. And now that Dean is out of the equation, I think that Candy's stepping up even more. So, yeah. And hey, remember how they got together in the first place? Yeah. Tori Spelling cheated on her ex-husband with Dean, and Dean cheated on his ex-wife with Tori, right? Or maybe she wasn't with her husband at the time. Let me make sure. I know that he cheated on his wife with Tori. Tori Spelling ex-husband. Charlie. They were together until 2006. When did Tori... Yup. I was correct. They were both in other relationships when they got together. And despite everything, it actually wasn't Dean McDermott's serial cheating that was responsible for the demise of their relationship, Abigail Rose. According to Tori, it was Dean's addiction issues that was the breaking point for her, because when he would abuse substances, he became a monster, allegedly. Very combative. Oh, God, I hope that I instill in my daughters and son enough self-worth to rather be alone than with a loser or with somebody toxic. I will tell them, listen, I will happily help financially if you want to be a single parent as much as I can. I will, also give of my time and love and energy. I did it. I was able to do it with the help of my mother. Better to be a single parent that makes all the decisions than stuck co-parenting for the rest of your life with an a-hole and a loser and somebody awful. I wish more people explored being single parents. I understand your want and desire to have children. I had that too. But I always had in the back of my head the pragmatic element of most relationships don't work out. You need to be really sure it's your forever person. Too many people in this day and age just rush into having kids with somebody without being for sure that's their forever person. Anyways, let's keep it moving because we got a lot of show today. Yeah, you are very lucky, Ryan. Kelly Clarkson. You might have heard because I made a video about it earlier, but I have more thoughts. The video that I discussed today, that I shared on YouTube earlier, Kelly Clarkson admitted to using a weight loss drug to slim down. Okay. That's great. That's awesome. The problem is Kelly Clarkson previously, just a few months ago, went on the record saying that she lost weight through diet and exercise. Let me read to you what went down and what she previously said. So on her talk show this week, Kelly Clarkson was interviewing Whoopi Goldberg, who has type 2 diabetes, and thanks to Mounjaro, Whoopi Goldberg has lost more than 60 pounds. After Whoopi discussed her weight loss journey, thank you, Abigail Rose, Kelly said, "Mine is a different one than people assume, but I ended up having to do that too because my blood work got so bad." Kelly Clarkson previously opened up about being pre-diabetic. Okay. Kelly said, "My doctor chased me for 2 years and I was like, no, I'm afraid of it. I already have thyroid problems. Everybody thinks it's Ozempic, but it's not. It's something else. It's something that aids in helping break down the sugar. My body doesn't do it right. Now I think it definitely is Ozempic. As if that was a bad thing. It's not. There's nothing wrong with being on Ozempic or Mounjaro or Wegovy or whatever the heck you want to use or not use. It's your body, your choice in every sense. Now I think she's on Ozempic because she already broke her credibility. I can't trust her now. And if it was something else, she probably would have said it. Why be so cagey? Listen, you don't owe the public anything. She could have remained silent, just like she could have remained silent back in January when People magazine talked to her about her transformation. I wish I knew the exact question that was asked when Kelly sat down with People. But like a smart journalist can get the response they want out of the subject, right? Like in this day and age, I think it's inappropriate to ask, how'd you lose weight, right? But instead of asking somebody, how'd you lose weight? You can say, you are glowing. You just have this air of radiating healthiness. How are you manifesting this? How are you so healthy? What does healthiness mean to you? Texas Kit Kat, I think that the supplement thing was against her permission. Like she never signed off on that, I believe. So I agree, at Osfly Girl. It's a personal journey. She didn't owe an answer. She could have just said, I prioritize my health and left it at that, Osfly Girl. But no, she lied in January of this year. Kelly Clarkson said the following quote, "I eat a healthy mix. I dropped weight because I've been listening to my doctor. A couple years I didn't. And 90% of the time, I'm really good at it because a protein diet is good for me anyway. I'm a Texas girl, so I like meat. Sorry, vegetarians in the world." She also added that walking in the city is quite the workout. If you don't know, Kelly Clarkson moved full-time to New York City. That's where she films her talk show. So she literally said she dropped weight with a high-protein diet and walking. Now we know that's not the total truth. She had a lot of help. She had medical intervention. She should, in my opinion, not saying that is deceptive. Deception is a form of lying. She lied. She didn't need to tell us that she was taking any pills. She didn't have to tell us that. She could have said nothing. She could have ignored the question or just said, I've really been making my health a priority. Full stop. But her saying high protein and walking, that's all fly girl. You have to see how that's wrong. She could have said so many other things, but she said it's because of this and that and forgot probably something way more important than this and that. Lame, lame, lame. And I'm a fatty. I am a fatty, okay? Even if I am not as obese as I have been at many points in my life, even as recently as last year, food is my addiction. Food is my struggle. I have skin in this game. And if listen, I get it. I get it. I relate. When I got my first hair transplant, I was still young and didn't feel comfortable talking about it publicly. But by the time I got my third hair transplant, I didn't care. So maybe if I got on Ozempic or whatever, maybe I wouldn't feel comfortable talking about it. But I think I would. And I definitely wouldn't lie. Oh, well. Let's keep it moving, y'all, because we still got more show. Zayn Malik. Poor Zayn Malik. According to those close to him, Zayn has pulled a Noah Cyrus and extended an olive branch to his fellow 1D members and is trying to make a One Direction reunion happen. It's not gonna happen. At least not for a long time. Harry Styles does not need a One Direction reunion. Zayn Malik does. Louis Tomlinson does. Liam Payne does. Niall is okay. Niall's fine. I think Niall actually had an arena tour, which surprised me. But Zayn's solo career is over. Zayn Malik released a song this year, Zayn Malik, and I don't think it did well. Zayn Malik new song, 2024. Okay, What I Am was the name of this. Zayn is releasing a new album on Friday of this week. That's gonna flop. That's gonna flop. The poor Zayn. Zayn is dropping a new album this week. It's not gonna do well. Let me see. What's the name of the song? What I Am. Zayn Malik. What I Am. Okay. Let me see what the Wikipedia says. Zayn Malik's song that he released this year didn't even make it onto the Billboard Hot 100. He couldn't even chart in the US. And in the UK, it peaked, the song What I Am, which was released in March, it peaked at number 89. And he's British. bleak. So yeah, extend those olive branches. Try to make that One Direction reunion happen because boy, he needs it. All right, and finally, this made me sad. Hugh Hefner's son, Marston Hefner, sat down with Holly Madison and Bridget Marquardt for their latest podcast episode. I love Holly and Bridget. I love their show. However, after everything that Holly and Bridget alleged about Hugh Hefner for his own son to be a guest on their podcast, if I was Hugh Hefner, I would haunt my son. I mean, I would not haunt my son, but from the beyond, I would be incredibly hurt and sad and upset that my flesh and blood was helping and in cahoots and just appearing on a podcast from my enemies. Because if I'm Hugh Hefner, after everything that Bridget and Holly said, they're enemies to me, even though I'm dead. And no, his son was not dissing Hugh. He's MK. He spent the majority of the time dissing Hugh's ex-wife, Crystal Hefner, saying that Crystal Hefner was a master manipulator and allegedly drugged up his dad and blah, blah, blah. But still, I think that was really uncool of him to be on that podcast. That's just my opinion. What do you all think? Let me know in the comments section because that's it for today. I'm about to log off. And as soon as the live stream is over, everybody can comment. So please, if you can and want to support, I would love it. Become a member. But if not, everybody can comment, everybody can watch, everybody can like this video, and everybody can share. So please do all of those things. I stream live on YouTube every Monday through Friday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 4:30 Pacific. Please join me. Hot topics like only I can do it. I love being interactive with my members. I will see you tomorrow. I love you all. Bye. Thank you, everybody. It means so much that you give me your time.